rush.
I'm not rushing.
You're not rushing?
Nope.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Rushing.
Is everything okay? I'm not rushing either.
Same.
I'm Italian and Scottish and a little bit of German in there.
Yeah, mostly German and
9!
Yeah, some Dutch.
A little Dutch in
Yeah,
there.
the Dutchman.
That's why the dick looks so good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard the Dutch have great penises.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had compliments about mine.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but I've had some.
Yeah. Same. I mean, mostly from the same woman, but I mean, I take a compliment when I can.
Oh, man, there's no way I'm not. All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the HWMF Podcast. I'm your host, Seth Bob, here with my heterosexual like-mate, Bob. And in the studio, we are back to the good old days with our best friend, an absolute piece of shit, Shane Healy.
Hello.
Well,
Good to be
we're
back.
recording this time, huh?
We are. We
He already
recorded
fucked up once this morning, everybody. It's been a good morning.
This podcast had 4 minutes. We didn't record.
Fucking perfect.
This is wonderful. Feels good to have the gang back together.
It does.
I know. I'm excited. We started out with us three here, and Shane building a massive fan base by everybody absolutely loving to despise him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back.
Good times.
It feels good.
It feels great.
I know. I'm enjoying it. I I was scrolling through some of the old podcasts that we've done together, and I mentioned and DMs. My DMs are absolutely out of control right now from all of the reaction videos, and people were like, "When's the podcast? When's the podcast?" So I told people it was coming back, and then all of a sudden, all of them started saying, "You guys should talk about this. You should talk about this." Questions started popping up, like all kind of shit, and I'm like, "Yep, this needed to occur."
Yep.
So, everybody, first off, I want to thank you for all the support. It has been a wild year. We came back and did those couple podcasts, and then Black Friday hit, and the mayhem struck. Right now, we are back to filming content on YouTube regularly, and it feels great. Bob is back to running All American Roughneck with all of the new samples and all of the new cool shit that we have planned, and Axe and Sledge is growing like crazy. And we have all of you to thank for it. So I cannot thank you enough for the support. Last year was absolutely fucking insane. And this year we have a ton of really cool shit planned. Super cool.
Over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I learned over the past year is that if you do not prepare to do big business, you won't do big business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like us doing, like with All American Roughneck, whenever I was saying you're back to running it and fucking running with it and just killing everything, if we do not have like dozens of things, like samples and dozens of ideas planned out and like spending a ton of time, effort, and money, things won't happen.
No, or they keep happening the same, and we're not leveling up between releases.
Yes.
You know, that's what has occurred these last 6-8 weeks was getting a game plan and getting our people all on the same fucking page for once, and really just getting this brand so far ahead that we are not just a season, but 2 seasons, 3 seasons sampling for next Black Friday already.
Yes.
That's where it needed to be. That's why we have the time to do the podcast now.
Yes.
We had to get it in place.
And we all have very special skills.
Mm-hmm.
We're not, last year we had way too much crossover.
Mm-hmm.
And this year now it's like, hey, this is what we're all good at. Do that. Just do that. Mm-hmm. And we had to put all those practices in place. So it was like, hey, now, like you said, sampling for Black Friday already. What the fuck is going on? If you would have asked that 5 years ago to us, we'd have been like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's fucking February. We got to plan like April.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Uh-huh.
So it's very cool. And then with Axe and Sledge, this year is going to be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Last year with Elf, it went insane, and then this year I was saying last night, taking my notes. This is going to be the platform. The HWMF podcast is going to be the platform that we talk about all of the new shit coming out before it comes out. Like, because everybody that listens to this is the diehards. And again, I can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. This is, it is absolutely fucking beautiful to be able to do this and talk to so many of you and have such an influence on your lives. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. I never thought in a million years, like I was saying yesterday with the Sherpas, I'm like, this is like the coolest piece of apparel I own, and we made it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think a lot of brands can actually say that and get behind that.
We actually created it,
Mm-hmm.
like from beginning to end.
Yep.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Apparel is not easy.
No. Well, that was the thing too. I saw this morning. I was doing my cardio, and somebody was like, "Hey, I want the Mossy Oak camo flex fit." Did you see that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, guys, I was like, trust me. Every single summer, I ask Bob, where's the Mossy Oaks? How's Mossy Oak flex fit Yupong hat? Like, is it coming back? No, it's been discontinued for 3 years, Seth. Maybe I thought, they might bring it back or something. No, it's not fucking coming back. It has not, and it will not. And we can't find a manufacturer or anybody that will make that hat again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes apparel so hard, because you're at the mercy of these manufacturers. That's why we have pushed for custom, so that we're always in control. And even then, I say always, like, confidently, but in reality, no. Things can happen. Like, manufacturing and dealing with manufacturers is not easy.
No.
You're at the mercy of them. And whenever COVID hit, bro, it was an absolute nightmare. And it still is. Like, hat manufacturers were like, yeah, I can't get you a hat. Oh, hats are now $16 a piece. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, just a blank.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean that was part of like what we've been doing these last few weeks, is like solidifying new manufacturers, making sure like and that's the thing, like we can find the manufacturers and it's like, okay, this guy sucks at communicating. This guy's lead times are fucking retarded. This guy just like shit quality.
Terrible.
So then when you finally find one and it all aligns and they're like, oh my God, they're emailing me back instantly. They're back on the phone calls with me. The samples showed up the way I wanted it to show up.
We have dealt with people that didn't answer an email for weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Yep.
How do you run a business? The fuck are you doing?
We do not operate like that.
You can't.
No.
So it just feels absolutely beautiful to be in this position. And it feels really great to go back to doing content. Last year, we had so many things to fix and get through. And now, like, it just feels good to go back to doing content. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love lifting weights, by the way. And I found out that I really like fucking with people.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy it. Like, not like ignorantly, but talking a little shit and having fun. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know where and how everybody is so soft now. Like, that we can bust each other's balls. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Like, we talk about Shane being a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit. He's a massive, integral part of this company. It would not run the same without him. But if I can't look at him and be like, you're a piece of shit, then what kind of friends are we? We're not friends. Like, if you fuck with Shane, I'm literally going to cut your dick off and jam it down your throat. Mm-hmm. Like, because, like, what Shane has done for me and everything that we're doing here. Mm-hmm. But I'm allowed to call him a piece of shit. I'm allowed to do that because it's fun. And I'm your boss and you have to listen to me.
I do.
No, it's those things. And like, I found out, like, I put the video up that, the traction video that was the I got fat video.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you didn't get fat. I'm like, listen, motherfuckers, do you not know that, like, that might have been a little bit of clickbait? You guys not know how the internet works? I'm fucking with you. I know I'm not fat, but from a bodybuilding standpoint, like, let's say that, so I am a professional bodybuilder. It's like you saying, like, you're slow. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's fast. Have you seen them legs move? So the standards. So I put that out. And I'm like, if I sent stuff to Hani, if I was training and I sent that to him after the holidays, he would be like, hey, bro, we got to lose that belly. He's like, you got a little too much fat on your midsection. You got a little fat there. And that is exactly how it would go. Mm-hmm. He'd be like, dude, we got to get rid of that fucking, that shit you got going on there. What is that? Well, but that's stress and a bunch of food I shouldn't have been fucking eating. Yeah, I know. So now we got to get the fuck off your body. Like, it wouldn't have been a polite conversation of, you are beautiful the way you are, Seth.
It's fine. It was the holidays.
You're good. That guy would fucking dig into me. He'd be like, you fat fucking piece of shit. He's like, get your ass on cardio, back on the program, fill back up. Like, you need to eat quality food, fill back up, get your metabolism going, and get rid of that fucking gut. Was it a gut? No, it's not a gut. It's just a jiggly belly from eating fucking cookies and pretzels and peanut butter and jelly rice cakes. Mm-hmm. And drinking maybe one or two more scotches than I should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to make the video. And to be honest, like I did feel like shit, like mentally feel like shit from the stress and eating those foods. You are not going to feel good eating shit foods. If you eat cookies every day, don't expect your body to like optimize.
No.
You're not going to be firing on all cylinders. You're just not going to be. So it's like after doing something that I normally don't do for like a month straight and being stressed out of my mind, trying to get everything wrapped up and be ready to fucking slaughter shit this year. Yeah, it's intense. And I'm like, so I'm going to make a video about me just feeling like a piece of shit right now and put it out there. I know I'm not like fucking, I'm not 300 fucking pounds and I didn't let myself go for a fucking full year. I'm not like that. But, and I knew I'd ruffle some feathers and Doucette fucking, he's like, he even commented in there. He's like, I can't remember what he said, but it was, he commented on my video and said, body dysmorphia and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, absolutely. Yeah. Like we know we're fucked in the head.
Yeah.
What kind of human being likes bodybuilding? Like I actually, like I was saying this morning to myself, I fucking love dieting. I'm having so much fun on this. Like I'm watching my body change. Like what kind of sick fuck are you? I don't know.
Oh no.
I just like it.
Yeah.
I think that's what all bodybuilders like love about it. It is fucked up. It's cool. It's like I look at you and with you running and stuff, I think that's the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Who swims 3 miles in the fucking morning? Bob. And then bikes fucking 25 miles tonight. 40 miles. And I'm like, that's terrible. But
it's like the new personal standard for myself. Just like you have standards on how you look and how you feel.
Yeah.
It's a huge fucking deal.
you should have standards in your life.
Yeah.
And that's, so I made my reaction video. I'm like, I was talking to Tragili. I'm like, man, I'm going to make a reaction video. And he's like, do it. He's like, start doing them, dude. He's like, because whenever he and I talk, I fly off the fucking handlebars on the phone. Mm-hmm. He's like, dude, just fucking make them. So Ben, Shane, me, Josh, we got in there, set up the office with all the monitors and all the cool shit here. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I made the reaction video to Greg, and it went over really well. Mm-hmm. But my thing is like, everybody has standards. Like, if you don't have standards in your life, what are you actually fucking doing? And my standards are different than your standards. Like, and the way my mind works differently than your mind. And what I mean by that is, like, with bodybuilding, I'm like, I just want to look good, feel good. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not really like, I mean, I have to perform in the training and all these things, but like, it's all about a look. Whereas a performance athlete, you're like, well, I want to look good. Mm-hmm. However, if I don't perform, then I'm actually not like achieving my goals.
Right.
So it's a fine line. And we were looking at pictures of us in the podcast yesterday.
Oh my God.
You were a thick old boy.
Dude, those first 10, I was thick.
So, like, your standard of how fast you were, like saying you were buoyant in the fucking water and us busting balls. And now, like, your standards are way different.
Yeah.
You progressed in life. Like, you could say, like, oh, man, I was slow this morning. My 10-mile pace was like 6 minutes and 50 seconds. You're like, I was slow this morning. I'd be like, pardon me, what was that? You were slow? Pretty sure I've never ran a fucking sub 7 mile in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Different
standards for different people. And your standards are different now than they were 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. If your standards were the same as they were 5 years ago, I think we have problems.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how I looked at, like, when we were training together and I was a thick old boy, like, that's how I looked at things. Like, my standard was, okay, I'm gonna hit like all the same workouts as Seth, and then I'm gonna just keep doing that all year round, and it's gonna work. And then, like, January 1st comes, I look the same as I did January 1st the year before. Was I training every day? Yeah. But like, I was not keep reinventing my standard. It was just the same all year round.
And some people aren't meant to do certain things. Mm-hmm. Like, I think we've established that you weren't supposed to be a bodybuilder.
I was not.
And we've established that you're kind of supposed to be an Ironman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And the only way to do that is to go after things. And you kind of broke the mold in stating that I'm going to do this when I'm fucking 32 years old, 33 years old you started?
Yeah.
So if you're 32, 33 years old, what motherfucker in the world goes, you know what? I'm going to start running marathons. Excuse me? You're going to just start now?
Yeah.
Like, this is a really rough time to start.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're not fucking dead.
Right.
Not dead. I'm just getting older. And I think that's the one thing online with me too. People are like, they're busting my balls. Like, oh, why you doing this? Why you doing this? Like Greg saying like, why? You don't need to do this. Bitch, I don't need to do shit.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to do fucking nothing in life. For Christ's sakes, the society's so soft right now that you don't actually have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
The government will give you housing. They'll give you money. Your quality of life just won't be as high. Your standards won't be as high. You don't have to do shit. That's what's wrong with society, is that train of thought. And these young guys and everybody agreeing with them being like, oh, you don't need to do anything. I'm like, no, you should want to. I want to kill shit. I want to chase it. Why? Because I'm not fucking dead. I'm alive, 38 years old. Like, there's dudes on the Olympia stage that are like fucking Kamal. He's 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's guys that won their like Sean Roden won his first Olympia, like I think 40 something.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Who gives a fuck? Go after something in life.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting there thinking, I don't know if I'm too old. I never really did it before. I don't know if I should do it. Everybody will make fun of me. They'll tell me, you don't need to do that, Jim. You can just keep doing your same old shit. Just keep coming into work doing the same thing every day and feeling like shit when you go to sleep and you're a worthless motherfucking piece of shit. That's what people think about.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you felt.
Yep.
That's how I felt. Fuck all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want none of that. So in the video, I went pretty hard at it, and I was like, this is just how I feel. I want to do stuff. I want to do as many cool things as possible. Why wouldn't you? Like, what's it worth of living then? Like, what are you going to do if you don't do cool shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you doing all the different Ironman. It's like, well, why would you want to go to Alaska and run an Ironman?
Why not?
Why not, motherfucker?
Get to fucking see it, get to meet new people, get to race and maybe fucking podium. And,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, and it's like, well, they're like, well, why would you spend all that money and train all that time if you know you're just gonna like the potential to fail is super, super likely? Well, and what are we even doing alive?
Right.
What are we even doing here? Why even go to work? Why even do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's I don't understand that train of thought. And I know I'm going a little overboard with that train of thought from there, but at the same time, like, if you aren't an extremist, I understand. But you cannot say that if you just do average shit every day, like average as fuck, and never push yourself with anything physically or mentally or at your place of work. Like, we're not talking you have to run Ironmans or be a bodybuilder or fucking be a CrossFitter or strongman or anything like that. Are you pushing yourself at your place of work? Like, are you leveling up at work? Like, what have you done for your company? What have you done for yourself to get a promotion? What have you done for yourself to feel prideful in your work that you put in 8, 10, 12 hours a day for? Like, have you started a side hustle to do something to make extra money to just feel good about, like, potentially being possibly to do something cool?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, are you going after anything in life in any aspect? Like, you don't have to run Ironmans or marathons or anything like it. You could just do it with work. Like, I think that the train of thought that people have with it's okay to be mediocre or it's okay to be average, like, it is. However, like, I don't care what you do for a living, but you better level up in some aspect of life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even having kids, like being a dad. Like, if you're a dad and you are average at your job and you're average at being a dad and you're average at everything you are in life, like, then everything's average. Like, I'm just not built that way. Like, I want everything. Like, that's where the HWMF mentality comes from. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be good at everything. Like, if I'm going to be dad, like, I'm going to be dad. Like, otherwise, I'm just going to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I get home, I'm like, I'm dad all the fucking way. Like, I'm going to pretend I'm fucking Hulk because SJ thinks I'm Hulk. So whenever I get home, I'm going to fucking be Hulk. I'm going to run around and stomp and throw him and do all kind of fun shit. Like, that's the whole fun of life. Otherwise, what the fuck are you doing, you know?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I had a huge like misconception when I started like this Ironman journey, and I talk about that because I relate it to how and what I'm doing at work now too. I always thought like, oh, I'll get so fit that this sport is just easy. It just gets easier. And that's not the case because you're competing against some of the top age group people in the world. There's professionals out on that race course with you. And the sport doesn't get easier as you get fitter. It's all relative. You get in better shape, that means you can push harder so it stays just as fucking hard the entire time. Just like with work, like we thought we were like maxed with what we could put on our plate.
Yes.
Like, no, there's no more I can mentally, physically handle. No, this is it. And I've added a dozen fucking things over the last 6 weeks to my plate, training even more. So it feels just as hard, but now I'm accomplishing 25-30% more every day.
Yes. And that's the process of leveling up, because it's going to be hard too.
Yep.
Like those 6 weeks weren't easy.
Right.
The 6 weeks weren't going home and jumping for joy. Like, yeah, I did great. No, it was like, fuck. What's wrong? Is something wrong? No, just shut the fuck up. Okay. Just let me be. So it wasn't even fun at home. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's the process of leveling up. So, and now we sit here and we're like, it's going to be fun.
And I think everyone feels that. Like if you're starting to get back into the gym, or you're starting a New Year's resolution, or like there was like a 2 or 3 week period where you were just killing your job. Everyone feels that. And then they it fizzles out. It like goes away because like you were at it too hard for too long. And it's like, that's when you need to double down. That's when you need to fucking push through that. And I'm not just talking for a month. Like, I'm talking for 6 months, a year, 5 years since we started AAR. It has not been fucking, there was no down slope in anything.
No, it's always been a fucking push.
Yep.
And not everybody is built that way. But my thing is, and I don't want people to think like they are worthless because they're not doing what we're doing or anything like that. What I want to get across to people, and what I was saying in that video I did, was like, you should have standards in your life. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to have high standards. Like we all love sports and we all love watching greatness. We love it. Watching greatness occur is just incredible. Like with fucking the quarterback for the 49ers, Purdy. Like the dude, they call him Mr. Irrelevant. Is that what they call him, Shane?
Yeah, because he was the last pick in the draft.
Dude, he's been third string at college. He was third string at college and then worked his way up to being first string. Best quarterback ever at Iowa State. And then he was the last pick in the NFL draft. Then he was third string at San Francisco. Trey Lance went down. Jimmy Garoppolo went down. He stepped in and is fucking stiff dick and everything. Everybody loves watching greatness. And the whole thing is the dude just doesn't quit. Just doesn't fucking quit. Constantly pushing, constantly setting new standards for himself, knowing his value, but just constantly working, just not giving up. And we all love watching it. Like, if someone says to me, like, you don't need to do that, I'm like, I know I don't need to, but I want to. Like, I carry the chip on my shoulder with everything that I've ever done in life. And the second that I like don't have that chip on my shoulder, I become like an easygoing, it's okay. No. Why do you think Tom Brady carries the chip on his shoulder? Like, if you told Tom Brady, like, he didn't need to do all these things whenever he was just back up to Drew Bledsoe, you don't need to do this. You're good. You're great. We know you're great. You can go on and do other great things. That dude was like, I'm going to fucking carry this chip on my shoulder forever. Becomes the most winning quarterback in history of the NFL. And he still today carries around that chip. Like, I know that's fucking literally one of the greatest football players of all time, but that's the mentality that people should adopt in their life, is being like, why not me? Why can't I do something? And it's going to be really, really, really hard. But you should be pushing yourself in life. Like, you should. I view it that way, at least.
Yeah, you should know it. You're fully capable of great things.
Oh yeah.
You know, whether they're hard, whether you're built for that or not, you are capable.
Like it's in everything in life. Like, even being a plumber or a carpenter or your place of work. Like, just because you aren't, Tom fucking Brady or anything like that, it does not mean that you can't have great shit in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a plumber right now, by the way, finding a fucking good plumber is next to impossible.
Yeah.
Finding one that works on wells, no go, dude.
It's dead.
I
Dead trade.
No, I couldn't. My brother's buying a house with a well.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to find a well plumber right now. If anybody out there knows anything about, and you're in the Pittsburgh area, please contact me if you know how to work on wells. Because dude, nobody does it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that if you had a plumber that had 10 years of experience in there, he's 30 years old, so to say, that motherfucker could have a multi-million-dollar business. Put in the work. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was joking around with Hannah about it, and she's like, what? SJ's going to start doing this and that. I'm like, he's 2.5. We're going to start putting him in some sports. And then she's like, what do you think like he'll grow up to do? Us just having pipe dreams at night. And I'm like, I think he should dig ditches and be a plumber. And she's like, he will not. And I was like, babe, in 20 years, there's going to be even less plumbers. And do you think people are going to be shitting less? Absolutely not.
No.
That motherfucker will be dude, you'll name your price.
Mm-hmm.
You can start naming your price. It's just hard, ugly work. I'm like, I wouldn't mind being a fucking multi-millionaire plumber. Possible.
Yeah.
It's all right there. Christ. But yeah, so I enjoyed ruffling some feathers on the internet. It's been a good time. YouTube does not like the swearing.
No.
I got another thing last night about age restricting a video. People were wondering about the bleeps. It's because we have to now.
Yeah.
We have to. That's all. It's all Ben's fault.
Thank God it's not my fault. Jesus
No.
Christ. For once.
So Ben is part of the content team. He's the one that's doing the reaction videos. Another show that we're going to have on YouTube and a lot of the reels. So on YouTube right now, they changed the rules. You just said you were watching it last night. Nick Tragili told me, he's like, YouTube changed the rules. He's like, dude, you got to quit swearing. They're gonna fucking hammer you. So my Seth Feroci official YouTube channel has been getting demonetized even more than we already had been. Like now they're age restricting videos if I say fuck more than like 3 times or something. Which I said that I think 25, 30 times in the past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's that's why they're hammering us. They're hammering us. So should be we're gonna try and find a loophole. But I think, would you say this morning, Ben, that a lot of streamers are no longer gonna be, they can't stream full time?
Well, a lot of streamers got demonetized.
The streamers got
So
demonetized.
they can't go full time anymore because
So they're
not making the same revenue.
Oh.
So YouTube has demonetized a lot of streamers. Is it because the video games or their language?
Language
Oh, so them calling like fucking their moms and yeah.
and violence too in some of them,
Oh,
like Grand Theft Auto ones.
like banging hookers.
Yeah, stuff like that.
He's like, there's this 12-year-old on the internet banging hookers and killing them and driving them off a cliff. And he's like, yeah, I fucked your mom and terrible things. YouTube demonetizes.
Dude, speaking of like killing people and seeing the violence on the internet, Mike's fucking Instagram.
Oh, boy.
It's insane.
I didn't like, how am I getting in trouble
I don't know.
for saying fuck in a video and telling you to like lift weights and do cool shit? And on Instagram, he's watching people get fucking yeeted in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, like not censored. Like,
Yeah, like, dude, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was allowed to be on Instagram. Like, I put up one thing about the government, and I'm like, oh, shadow banned like no other. He's over here like, hey, look at this video, and this channel has like 1.6 million people following it. Like 100,000 likes, 1 million views of this person getting fucking shot in the face and not censored.
Oh, no, yeah. It's 100% real. Like, people are getting shot.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
The one was like a Lyft driver or Uber driver that got fucking shot in the head.
Yep.
I don't know if it was Lyft or Uber. I didn't.
I don't know.
Lyft, Uber, don't come after me. Everything is censored and everything is like
Yeah.
everybody's listening to everything.
Yeah.
All that weird conspiracy shit. I don't think it's conspiracy. I think it's real.
it's pretty real.
It is. Everybody's like, so like your phone listens to you. Like, I don't know. All of a sudden, I just got these ads that we were talking about it. Yeah, bitch, they're listening to you.
I remember there was a time you couldn't say purple because then you would get hit with purple mattresses. You ever see those? Oh yeah,
No. What's
Yeah.
a purple mattress?
it's like a Casper mattress or like
Oh, one of them things that come
memory
and
foam ones.
expands
Yeah, they
and-
send
Yeah.
it in the mail.
or like, hey, I'm gonna say athletic greens.
Oh, Jesus.
You're welcome.
Christ.
There we go.
They're not even that good. Like Greens Plus is better than Athletic Greens.
Mm-hmm.
It's just marketing.
It is marketing.
Got Sean Johnson on there. They get everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They get everybody.
Mm-hmm. Ours is formulation.
Ours is better.
It's getting better.
Yeah. Oh, now we took out the gluten.
We did.
Gluten free.
Yep.
The gluten, man, it'll get you every time.
Fucking watch out for that.
How
thing.
about how dumb people are with their eating habits? How about how fucking stupid people are? Like it is like the internet has made it fucking impossible to eat anything.
Mhm.
That one, did you see that one story I put up that one time with the guy? He was like, he's like making eggs, and then there's these fucking douchebag doctors. It's a reel, so I'm gonna jump around everybody if you're listening. It was a reel of him like making eggs and getting ready to eat them, and then like he's watching his phone as he's making it. Like, you know, you got your phone there while you're making breakfast or listening to something, and she's like, "Eggs are the worst food for you." It's like some doctor lady, and he's like, throws his eggs like fuck. So then he goes on to like making some type of meat, and then somebody says, "This meat, eating meat so many times a day will kill you." And he's like, "Oh fuck, can't eat the meat." And then it's like and then it's veggies, and then it's the carnivore doctor carnivore MD being like, "These greens will ruin your stomach." And he's like, "Can't fucking eat this." And then he goes to drink water, and drinking water, and then some TikTok lady goes, she's like, "This is my 4th day not drinking water, and let me tell you why it's great." So he spits the water out. It is unreal how fucking crazy everything has gotten in this world.
Mhm.
It feels like anybody who has ever had a thought now has like credibility in life. Or if you have like so many followers, like you just instantly have credibility.
Mhm. Well, and I feel like it took just them saying it on the internet for like all of a sudden they have credibility. Like in person, if you tell me that it's like how bad eggs and red meat are for you to eat, I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm not believing you. But if you go on the internet and say it, it's like all of a sudden the entire planet thinks that dude's fucking right.
It's like idiocracy, how people have just gotten fucking dumber. Like, you understand that moderation is key in life. Moderation, key. Extremism, too far. When you're an extremist, expect extreme things to occur. I'm king of that. I love extreme things. I push the limits constantly. I just get off on it. I just like it. Let's see how far we can go before your body fucking breaks. That's all you do. That's what everybody loves to do. You just enjoy it. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. But like with this whole thing with the food, I'm like, how the fuck is everybody this stupid? How have you not? Why is it not being like, you got everybody being like, I just eat meat and fruit and it's the greatest thing in the world. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, you're not a fucking genius for figuring that one out, you dumb fuck. You mean to tell me that you figured out that eating fucking whole foods that come from the earth is the greatest thing for you? Holy shit, you deserve the Nobel Peace Prize. You are a fucking Rhodes Scholar. My God, look how smart you guys are. It's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
It is like, but the thing is, I'm not trying to be the healthiest human on the planet. Like, you're not trying to be the healthiest human on the planet.
Nope.
You're trying to do something extreme. I want to look a certain way. I want to have a certain look. Why? Because I just fucking like it. If I want to be the healthiest human being on the planet, then I'll go for that. But most people don't want to do that. Most people just want to live their lives and do their thing. Like whenever you start bringing up dieting, well, how often can I have a drink? It's like, okay, you're missing the point
You're
here,
asking
sweetheart.
that already.
You're
You didn't
already
start.
You just got started.
But I
it's-
like it.
But again, but the thing is, like, I'm not passing judgment on anybody. Like, you shouldn't. Like, but also don't give me your fucking bullshit dumb views. Like, oh my God, eating meat and fruit. Yeah, dude. If you're not eating a bunch of bread and processed shit, you're gonna feel better. Eating red meat is not going to kill you. Eating red meat, a lot of red meat with a lot of other bullshit like processed foods and refined sugars, then you're going to have some fucking problems. Not from just eating meat. That's not how this works. You're not going to have problems if you're eating meat, fruits, and veggies.
No.
Like, you're not.
I don't know, dude. The government told me if I eat like Lucky Charms and chocolate-covered almonds.
How about how crazy that is? That study came out. How crazy is that? Do you mean to tell me that you said Lucky Charms is healthier than eating a steak? You mean it to you expect me to believe and trust you? You guys are fucking wild.
I know what I looked like when I ate Lucky Charms every day. That is not the route.
And now there's this doctor out there saying that that obesity is a genetic. It's genetic now. It's not your diet. It has nothing to do with your diet, your lifestyle, not exercising. No. Obesity is genetic. And I'm like, holy fuck.
I mean, I think that's partly true, but I mean,
well, of course,
there's-
it's partly true. It's
but
in
not
your
the whole
genes.
thing.
Like, if you come from a thicker family, you're going to be thick.
Yeah.
If you come from a skinnier family, you're going to be skinny. However, motherfucker, Bob has a fat gene.
Mm-hmm.
If Bob exercises and eats clean, he looks like this. Go back 3 years ago and look at Bob not training and not eating quality foods. It's right there.
Yep.
The proof's in the motherfucking pudding, everybody. It's simple, but I mean, it's crazy that people are buying into this. Like, we've become such a soft society that people believe this shit.
Yeah, the whole equation to stay in shape and to lose body fat has not changed. It's been the same forever. If you're burning more than you're consuming, you're going to lose some weight. If you're eating the same amount that you're burning, you're going to stay the same.
Well,
It's literally like that. Like I see everyone freaking out. Like, why I can say this is because I eat a ridiculous amount of carbohydrates every day.
stupid amount.
Like 5, 6, 7, 800 carbohydrates in a fucking day. What did I have to do to make sure I didn't get fat from that? Drop my protein, drop my fats, exercise more. That's what I had to do. I eat them for performance. If I continued to eat 200, 220 grams of protein on top of the 700, 800 carbohydrates every day, still doing Ironman training, I was going to get fat. I did it over the holidays. I was still moving every day, but protein was up, carbs were up, fats were up, weight was up.
Holy fucking shit.
Fucking science.
It's very simple.
Yep.
That's what, like, I'll refer to Greg one more time. Greg and I have become, we're friendly acquaintances. Like, we think alike on so many things, but he's always screaming on the internet, calories in, calories out.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's all these people trying to argue this shit. And it's literally the most simple concept out there. Calories in, calories out, motherfucker.
Right.
It's so simple. It is so fucking simple. Because no matter if you are you, me, or an average person, same thing applies.
Mm-hmm.
It does. And then you have to figure out what foods to eat, though. Not all foods are created the same.
Right.
Things happen differently in the body. It's exhausting. But the problem is it's hard.
Mm-hmm. It is difficult.
Oh,
I mean, it's still hard for me every day.
Oh, like, dude, I want to eat shitty foods
Mm-hmm.
because they're delicious.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Doritos? Nacho cheese Doritos are one of the greatest things ever made by man.
Well, yeah, and it's definitely a thing. Like, if you have a big training week, or you had like a big weekend of training or a big cardio session, you crave more highly caloric foods. You just do.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. But if you set yourself up at home, or when you go to like a decent restaurant, you can make the right choices to refeed the body, feel better. Weight's probably going to drop by the next morning, all because you chose still steak and potatoes, but not with all the fucking shit on it.
It's such a simple concept, but difficult to execute in today's society. And it goes back to, this is where I put the tinfoil hat on. It's like it's a plan to make people all fucked up. Because, dude, if you eat all that shit all the time, you are going to have problems. You just are. You're just not going to operate on the same level.
Well, and look what's happening at the grocery stores.
Bro,
Literally the most nutrient-dense, healthiest options, and what were the most affordable ways of eating healthy are now the highest price items in the fucking store.
I freaked out. I know I told you guys, but I'm going to tell everybody on here.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to the grocery store. I don't really look at the Hannah does the grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And we eat very healthy at home. Very healthy all the time. We have our snacks here and there. Me not anymore for the past 3 weeks. No pretzels, no gummy bears. Fucking 3+ weeks now.
You've been doing great.
It's insane.
It is.
I want to see how long I can make it, but I feel like I'm kind of cheating on the pretzels.
Yeah.
Now I feel like Mr. Hers is going to call me and be like, Seth, we need you back. We need you back.
Our profits are down.
Dude, so Joe Whitman, he works at a bunch of different facilities, and he's telling me, he's like, I'm at a pretzel manufacturing facility. I'm like, you're where? Where are you?
Did you quick FaceTime?
Oh, bro. I'm like, this is the coolest thing. Can I come to the facility? And he's like, I'll see if you can get on a tour. I'm like, I'd like to take pictures with the plant manager and the vice president and the president if he's around. I'd love to get there. He's like, you would, wouldn't you? I'm like, I am fucking all in. I would. I'm like, either way, it would be great. Very excited about it. But where the fuck was I going with that?
Cheating on the pretzels.
I was cheating on the pretzels.
And Mr. Hers was going to call you.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. I'd really.
Maybe that's all it was. You were just really excited about the pretzel manufacturer.
I miss them a lot. I miss pretzels a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh, I know where we were going.
Got it.
Because I like snacks. I'm not fucking eating them, so we eat super healthy at home. And then I went to the grocery store with SJ over the weekend because the girls were away, and I finally went. And eggs are just out of control. They're fucking $6.50, $7.50 for a dozen or 18 pack. Out of control, which is unbelievable because I used to eat them at like $1.49 for an 18 pack.
Yeah.
You know, used to throw eggs at houses when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Throw toilet paper in the trees when you were a kid. Now, those things are so expensive. You ain't doing that, kid. That'll cost you $35. You buy a pack of smokes for cheaper than that now, which is still $10. But grapes. About grapes. We eat grapes all the time at the house. We eat fruit. We always have bananas, apples, oranges, and grapes. Always in the house. Like, I eat 2 pieces of fruit a day. SJ at least eats 1 banana a day. Adeline and Emmy probably eat 2 pieces of fruit each a day as well. Mm-hmm. Dude, that's a lot of food for 5 people.
It is.
It's a ton. A pack of grapes, like a bag. You know how they go by the pound, and you're like, oh, look, it's, per pound. But you're like, oh, so this bag's like $2.99. No. It was $8.69 for the bag of grapes that I bought. And I'm like, we go through a bag of grapes in like 2.5 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fucking shit. So you mean to tell me that if I bought an 18 pack of eggs and this bag of grapes, I'm at $15? $15? That's out of control.
Dude, that's a lot.
I was like, how do people eat it? I mean, we do well for ourselves, but that'll never, I didn't even fucking know. I just don't go to the grocery store. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
And it's everything. Everything's up. Like the produce, the fucking eggs, the meats.
Everything's up. It's wild.
I remember back in the day, like when you did like a shopping video.
Yeah.
And talking about, only staying on the perimeter of the store.
Yeah.
Dude, like it used to be that if you went in the aisles, you were spending more money. Now it's like you can go down every processed food aisle. For $20, you can get 4 to 5 items that are complete shit, but is more food than that bag of grapes and those 4 oranges you got. It's insane.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, so it's not any easier to stay on track. It's getting harder every day.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It is absolutely batshit crazy. I got shocked. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna spend $100 in here in a heartbeat. And then I'm like, oh man, okay. Hannah spends a lot of money, so I'm gonna blame her, make her feel like shit, and then like blame something else. Oh, fuck. It's nuts.
It is.
Truly is. The world is getting crazier and crazier. I remember doing the podcast whenever they canceled the Arno because of COVID.
Mhm.
And I remember saying on that podcast that this smells like shit. I remember saying, like, this is just the fucking government pushing a bunch of shit. I remember saying it. And then I remember a bunch of people getting really pissed off at me.
Mhm.
And then here we sit, and I'm like, yeah, like, it smelled like shit. Like, you can't trust the system, right? Like, don't trust the system. Never trust the system. You trust the system, you're fucked. Like, you can't. You can't. Why would I ever trust the system? That's why you have so many people and entrepreneurs and, like, people saying, I keep my fucking circle small. Because anything outside of that circle, you can't trust. And if the government and the system is inside your circle, you have a problem. They're not coming to save you. Nobody is. That's why having good motherfuckers is so important. That's why having, like, solid, like, great people that you can rely on, like, you're fucking in it. It's like I was joking about calling Shane like a piece of shit and it's funny, and everybody says, Ohio sucks and Whataburger sucks and all these things, and it's like, but, like, having people that you can rely on is so important. And, like, being in a circle, like, I get to say that because Shane's in my circle. Like, you got to have those people around you. Like, if somebody fucks with those people, like, you don't have a choice. If somebody fucks with your people, you don't get to be like, it's okay, you can fuck with him. No. I'm coming after you, motherfucker, because you fucked with somebody in my circle, and I'm going to ruin you out of spite. And that's where the softies of the world come in and be like, oh, just let him go. Just let him go. Well, if I let this motherfucker go after he fucked with my shit, he's going to go fuck with other people's shit. Mm-hmm. No, I'm coming after you. That's the whole point. That's how you gain respect with people. That's how you earn respect, by making sure the people that support you know that if somebody fucks with them, no go. That goes for everything in your circle, all of your people. Like, when those people are there, people fuck with it. You're like, no go, dude. Now you're going to deal with me. Like, and that's not because I'm fucking tough guy Seth. Every single person in this world should have that mentality. And having good motherfuckers and continuing to expand and meet new people. This is a great time to say it. I was saying it earlier, like, now that we're back to doing a podcast and I got, the YouTube reaction videos and all the fun stuff. Everybody, if you see us promote somebody or anybody that we fuck with, it's because they're good motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. They're good people. I'm done with people who are not cool. Like, if you see me promote something, it's because I know them. It's because I know the owner. It's because I've spoke to them. If I use their products personally, it's more than likely because I know them and like them, especially if I'm promoting them saying, this dude's awesome. He's great. He's been doing something like this. This is great. I met a good motherfucker. Like, that doesn't always occur because there are a bunch of sleazy shitbag people in the world that will do anything to get over on people. It's not my goal anymore, dude. I don't want anymore. It's never been my goal. It's not my goal to just take money from people. I don't just want to, like, I don't want a sponsorship from somebody that I want to do business with. I want to do business with you. Like, we should be doing cool shit together. Like, if you own a company and I own a company and we meet and we talk about what you're doing and you like what I'm doing and we like what we're doing, then why wouldn't we promote each other? I don't need anything from you. I got my own business. You don't need anything from me. You got your own business. Why don't we just work together and do cool shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, now I'm like, whenever, just for everybody to know, whenever I promote something or talk about somebody, like, it's because I actually genuinely like the people. Like, I like them. I like their product. I like what they're doing. I think it's great. I think it's great for the people. I think it's great for society. I think it's great for the betterment of what people are trying to do in their life to get better and better and better. Because I don't want shit. No way. I want to do cool shit.
I think a lot of people get hung up on like seeing other people around them or like friends like doing well as well. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't get excited for like other people, like, especially if they're doing good with their business and it's fair and they produce a good product or provide a good service, what's wrong with like cheering them on and like being pumped up for that?
Yeah, dude.
You know, a lot of people like they just hate on other people's success to a point that they're like you just begin to start to talk shit because they're doing well.
Yeah.
I do not understand that at all.
No.
I mean, you were a perfect example when I first met you. Like, you were a sponsored athlete at times. Other times you weren't because shit just went south.
Yeah.
And it wasn't something you believed in anymore. But you never, even when you were back in the industry, Instagram's going through the roof, you're this big name on the internet, you never asked for fucking anything from anyone. You would always buy the product first, just for your own personal experience. How was the product? How was the shipping? How was the customer service experience? Can I even like get behind them as a consumer, yet alone as an athlete, as an influencer, as a partner? And when I saw you do that, because like that's this huge like misconception. Like people are always like, man, like really cool stuff. I'd love to, try it out and let you know what I think about your. Well, it's like, well, if you're so excited about my fucking brand, then why don't you buy the product yourself and let it speak for itself?
I just did it last night.
Yeah.
I did it a couple weeks ago too, because I'm saying it because I'm meeting cool people.
Yeah.
Like we have there's great people out there, because people like there are really good people in the world. Mm-hmm. There are, and I'm tired of not being myself or being afraid to say anything. With like I just fuck everybody. If people want to put you down, fuck them. Like you should go out and push yourself and do cool things. So, excuse me, meeting new people, I'm like, there's actually good people out there that are trying to do cool shit, and they aren't even in. There's people that are in the same industry as us that do cool stuff. And there's people that are in different industries that want to like they love the bodybuilding industry, and they're like, how can we get in there? And I'm like, and then we shoot the shit, go out together and meet. Zoom calls, dinners, and I'm like, dude, I was like, you're actually a fucking bad dude. This is fun. Let's do cool shit together. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, but like I like you, and you talk a good game, but you deliver. So then I have to spend my hard-earned money on it to see like what it would be like if I told everybody on here, if I said, yeah, go buy it. And then everybody that we have that believes in us and has supported us for so long goes and supports that company, and then they turn out to be a shitbag. They have a horrible experience. Or like something went wrong in shipping, and then the customer service was just absolute dog shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We do it with everything. Have to.
Yeah.
Because then like otherwise I'm just like, I'm not even, they're not paying me to do these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I want to see if it's worth it for my people, because I don't need other people's money. I want to meet cool people that want to do good business, because I'm 38 years old. I'm 38. I ain't fucking dead. I got huge plans in my life. Mm-hmm. So if I just take money now, where's that get me in the long run?
Right.
I'd rather do cool shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple concept.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. But last night I saw there was an advertisement that was used with my voiceover about building motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I have this thing with personal hygiene. I don't know if I ever said that on here.
I think so.
I love soaps and deodorants and like shampoos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I only use Selsun Blue shampoo because it's good for my scalp. I have, dry scalp issues, dandruff, my whole life, just weird skin. Mm-hmm. But I love like soap. I like new soaps. I like the way they smell. I like the way they feel. I like exfoliating my skin. I just take good care of my skin. I like it.
Yeah.
So last night, this hardcore company, they do like personal hygiene. Like it's a hardcore like 2A company.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they used my voiceover. I was like, it's pretty cool. I was like, that was a good ad.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. And then I'm like, what do you guys sell? And then they sell like goat's milk fucking soaps and stuff. I'm like, I like soaps. I was like, I'm going to buy some. I was like, you got me.
Yep.
So
I got myself.
But I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, cool. I was like, I would love nothing more than this to be a great experience. Because then because they're a young company, they got like 6,000 followers or something on IG. And I'm like, I would love nothing more than for this to go well right now. Mm-hmm. to just be like, man, I had a really great experience in ordering from them. It came in a decent time frame, and then use them, and they actually be pretty cool and be like, hey, these guys over here are fucking Pennsylvania-based company. Check them out. Like, that'd be great. It would make me feel good because then, like, there were good people that helped us in the beginning too. That helped me with social media and helped us come up with ideas and help. Like, there's nothing wrong with helping people out like that. And I look at it like, with my platform and all of these are beautiful fucking millions of followers, it's like, check these people out. They're pretty cool. That's how it's supposed to be, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, because there's enough to go around for everybody, and it's supposed to be fun. You gotta have fun in life. And my version of fun is different than other people's versions of fun, but like last night was fun. Corey puked during legs.
Again.
Oh, dude, he was smoked.
Man, what a bitch.
Oh, dude. so Corey is he's our IT guy. And he loves being a meathead. And then 2 days ago was chest day, and it was John and Corey are training because we have the HWMF transformation challenge. So they were training chest, and I did too on Monday. And but we started at different times. And then they were like, hey, when you training legs this week? And I'm like, you two want to do legs again? And they were like, yeah, because it was going to be my third full leg workout, like back to training, Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm not going to go too crazy. But I was like, I don't know, like Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm like, when were you guys? And they're like, well, you're going to do tomorrow. I'm like, you want to go legs tomorrow? They're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm fucking you boys up. You know that, right? Like, you guys haven't been training hard, and I haven't been training, but I know I'm going to fucking ruin you. So we didn't even do anything too crazy. We did, we started doing, extensions and curls and stuff, and then went into leg press. And leg press, I usually do like 6 to 8 sets.
Yeah.
And usually rep range is around 20, and then like some drop sets at the end. We did some blood starving sets at the end on leg press, keeping your legs elevated while we're doing them, and just leave them elevated with like 6 or 7 plates. And after that, like, it was exercise 1. You just saw Corey.
That tan faded away.
Oh boy, did it ever fucking fade! Because he just got back from vacation. He went to Punta Cana.
Yeah.
So his fucking body's tan, but his face went white. And then John's like, here he goes. So we move into power squats afterwards, and John's pretty strong. And I was like, fuck yeah, boys, we're puking today. Like, I'm all pumped up. I'm like, I want to puke. And John's like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, ooh, John, you're feeling a little bit too. And then all of a sudden, Corey gets and does one set, and he opens the garage door, walks outside and lays on the concrete. So Corey, that was Corey. Corey's outside laying on the concrete, and John's like looking out the door. He's like, hey, you okay? I'm like, fuck him. It's your set. Like, fuck him, he's fine. So then we start going ham on the power squat. And I'm like, yeah, like my stomach's starting to get a little upset. I'm fucking pumped. Like, I haven't third workout back. I'm like, I gotta push myself and see if I puke.
Yeah.
And then John, after our like 4th or 5th set, John's like, he's like, I don't know if I have to puke or shit. He's like, I'm not. He's like, it's coming out one end, dude. And I'm like, nice. I was like, we're gonna have a fucking day then, dude.
Fucking party now.
Yeah. Like, Corey's outside puking. You're gonna shit your pants. I'm pumped. So then I was like, hey, we're gonna do leg extensions, like high volume leg extensions after this. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, it was a good thing. It's not squats or anything, but you do high volume, like you're already belly's upset and you start pushing yourself, you're gonna start shaking.
Yeah.
Your nervous system's gonna go batshit crazy. So so we start doing those, and then I start doing lying leg curls to warm up for hamstrings next. And all of a sudden, like, Corey's out. He's smoked. He came back, did 1 set of power squats, and laid on the ground like just like wet, cold sweats pouring off of him.
Yeah,
And then John, all of a sudden, like, Ty was here too, so Ty's doing back, and I'm amped up, dude. I'm like grunting and fucking going nuts. And then John's like, he's like, yeah. And then he disappears. I'm like, where the fuck did John go? Corey's gone, John's gone. And Ty's like, he's like, where'd everybody go? I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to do fucking I'm going to do some stiff leggeds now. So I'm doing stiff legged deadlifts. And then John comes back and he's like, I almost shit my pants. So Ty and I are fucking dying. I'm like, man, this was a good leg day. I was like, this is great. I was like, Corey made it through a third of the workout. John made it through 2/3. And I'm like, next week we'll get a little bit further, boys.
Yeah.
But it was a blast. I love it. That's that sick part. Like I was even thinking this morning doing cardio. I'm like, I fucking love this shit. I love it.
Dude,
I love it.
It's the same. It's the same with what I do. Like it's the same. Like you chase that fucking feeling. That feeling of like, not just accomplishment. That like, oh great, I did that. That like, I didn't die, but I almost died.
Yeah.
And like I'm still here.
Yeah.
And like I don't know too many people that could have fucking done what I just did. Like that's where I get off on that shit.
It's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Like, and that's that's where, you know, the HWMF mentality is. It's in every aspect of life. It's supposed to be like that. Whenever you look at something or see something done, you should, and you're like, man, that was pretty fucking cool. Like whenever someone's done building something, like the guys that built the pool, as they did it, I'm like, man, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is cool as fuck. It's the same way you could equate to somebody in their physique, the way they look. You look at them and be like, man, this motherfucker's like a statue.
Yeah.
This is pretty wild, dude. You look insane. Great job. Great job. I'm not envious of them. I mean, I might a little bit, you know what I mean? But I'm not like, oh my God, look at this piece of shit. Why do you work so fucking hard?
Yeah.
Like, no, why would you do that? Like, when you see anything incredible, you should appreciate it and just let it soak into your fucking soul and then be like, maybe I should do something cool too. You know what I mean? Like, you should work very, 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 very hard for the things that you want in life, and then reflect on it and be like, I did that like that. Fuck yeah. But that's not the end. You wake up and do it again the next day. You just continue to do it. I absolutely love it. And I think that more of it needs to, and with our platform and everything we've done and all the cool people that we meet, like, dude, the number of people that are just, there's a lot of really good people in our lives.
Yes.
Like, to do a lot of really cool shit. And this year, my goal is to make sure that people know who they are. I would like to introduce all of these cool people to our people. So everybody, if you see me promote something or do something cool with people, it is because they are good motherfuckers. It is 100% that, because I don't want to fuck with nobody that doesn't want to do good shit for the people in this world, because the world needs more good people. It does. Whenever you turn on the news, there's not good things. Whenever you come to anything that we do, you should know that it's going to be intense, over the top, and coming from a good place. Because we were simple podunk motherfuckers that started. We still are. I still am.
I definitely still am. Like we were just kind of talking about it too, but like, I feel like we have like almost reverted mentally back to how simple we approach things when we first started AAR, where it's just us in our head nonstop every day. And it's just like overly simple. Like I don't go do much, and I'm okay with that now. Like before I was like freaking out that I'm like, I should be doing all of these other different things. Well, no, I'm going to do the 3 things that I love every fucking day, and that's all I'm going to do.
Yep.
And I am very pleased with that, you know?
And again, that's what makes you, and what makes, whenever people get introduced to you, that's what makes you unique and great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all need these different types of people in life. So whenever they get to meet you, they're like, so what'd you do, Bob? I ran 3 Ironmans. I went to Alaska and ran an Ironman. I was in Texas, ran one. Like, they're like, what was Alaska like? You get a story, and then people are intrigued by it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it. And then whenever, like the guys that built the pool, like, it's a monstrosity. It's insane. It's so cool.
It freaks me out.
And I'm like, this is great. I'm like, I don't know, you guys do really cool shit. People should, and even all of our followers that have, you know, blue collar jobs, it's like, it should be appreciated for what everyone does. Like, I don't think there's enough appreciation in the world. I think it's glorified to be, it's glorified just to have tits and ass. It's not glorified to be a hardworking motherfucker. Should be glorified. Yeah. I do feel a little bit like a bougie bitch though, drinking my Perrier water.
Out of your Cornhusker
Hey,
coffee mug.
this thing was. Listen, cocksucker. Whenever I travel to any city, I purchase one thing from the city.
Yeah.
Whenever we went to Nebraska for Rexius, I was like, we were in Nebraska and Iowa, and I'm like, man, I was like, I need to get something Cornhusker.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because I'm in Nebraska. I was like, it's football season. I was like, buying this, so I got this mug. They didn't have a red T-shirt with a white N, like the Nebraska shirt. Like it's just an iconic look because whenever I was young growing up, it was like everybody saw that. Whenever I went to South Carolina, Joe Whitman got me my Gamecocks shirt.
Yeah.
I got made fun of quite a bit for that. I thought, I don't know, if I go somewhere and someone gives me a gift, I'm going to accept it.
Yeah.
The guy from Clemson told me I was a pussy.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Oh, dude. College football in the South is a fucking religion.
Yeah.
It is wild. They are, yeah. But, yeah. I drink all the water that we have for guests. There's one left in there. There was 12. I drank them all. But no, so I got to do this. Last night, like I was saying, I was talking to, that dude mentioned a question, and it was from the Barstool. It was from the Barstool page. He had a question for me, so let me go back here. He's like, dude, you guys should ask this on the podcast. So here we go. Let me find it. Barstool. It was Bert Kreischer, who was just, how great is it that fucking dude has just smashed everything? It's such a wonderful thing because he's, kind of a degenerate. Kind of.
Big as you wanted.
So here's the question. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, damn it. One more time.
You can make it as big as you wanted, but for every inch you lose 2 years off your life. How big would you make it?
So if you can make your dick as big as you want, and for every inch that you add, you lose 2 years off your life, how big would you make it?
Like, how many inches would you add? Like,
How many inches would you add to your dick if you could make it as big as you wanted, but you're going to take 2 years off your life?
Per inch.
Per inch. Yeah.
Okay.
Per inch. Per inch. So, I mean, and I already took years off my life just to get huge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking dying young already, motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Kim's very pleased with what we got going on right now. So, like, maybe add 2.
2.
Yeah.
So, Bert.
Oh, that's 4 years though.
So, Bert, I know. Oh,
that's a lot of time.
it's I don't know.
Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe
What if I could subtract 1?
and add 2 years?
Shane would reduce size to add time to his life. Aren't we all that fortunate?
I know. I am not subtracting. Okay.
God, this thing is too big. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I got so many problems. Oh, my life is in shambles.
This is why everyone hates you, Shane.
It's a valid question.
Yes, that can occur. You can
Yeah.
add 2 years to your life if you want to subtract an inch off your dick. So immediately, whenever I heard that, whenever I watched it, I was like, dude, an inch is a big deal. An inch is a big deal. 2 inches is a big deal. Not only on dick size, okay, but just like relative to like height.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he said in the video. Like in this video, he goes on to say, he's like, dude, he's like, an inch is a big deal. He's like, dude, if you see a guy that's 6'4" versus 6'1", like the dude that's 6'4" is a fucking monster. 6'1" guy like thinks he's tall.
Yeah.
And then a 6'4" guy like makes a 6'1" guy look short.
Well, the 6'1" guy could get confused. Like, oh, he's probably 5'11" to like 6'1".
Yeah.
Like 6'4", you're like, that dude is fucking tall.
Yeah. So, and then I'm like, man, I was like, if I had an inch to my dick, like, it's gonna be a pretty great dick.
Yeah.
Like, it's already decent. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good dick.
Uh-huh.
But if I added a full inch, let me play what he says. It's fucking pure gold.
You can make it as big as you wanted, but for every inch you lose 2 years off your life, how big would you make it? I'm not sure I have the 2 to lose. The way I'm partying. I would put 1 more inch on my. So like 1 more. I take 2 years off. I put 1 more inch on my. Dude, there's a huge difference between a guy that's 6'1" and 6'2". Yeah. I watched a guy that was 6'4" talk to a guy that was 6'1", and the guy that's 6'1" didn't realize he was shorter. They were in chairs, and the guy at 6'1's like, "You're not bigger than me," and he got in his feelings about it. The guy's like, "I'm 3 inches bigger than you." That's a big deal. Yeah. No, I would take. Well, how about this? I would add 2 more inches off, take 4 more years out of my life, but I would let my wife know, listen, we're going to have to separate in like 4 years because I'm going to run this
I'm going to run this dick around town because it's going to be fucking king. Oh, it was great. I was dying. I'm like, but for me, if I took 2 more years off my life, fuck. It's not like I'm running my dick around town. You know what I mean? Like, it's Hannah's, and she seems to really like it. It does the job.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay put.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know where I am already in life. I don't know if I got 2 to lose. Like, in all reality, man, if I make it to like 62, 64, I am going to be fucking pumped. I'm going to be pumped. Like, my dad's 65. I'm like, fuck, if I die when I'm my dad's age, that's kind of suck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I signed that dotted line.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what I was doing. I knew for a fucking fact. So, yeah. I don't know. Because if it's 62 and I die when I'm 60, that'd suck. That literally means I got 22 years left? Fuck me. That doesn't sound or make me feel good.
No. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, but we're talking about getting my dick bigger.
Yeah, and also taking years off. So.
Yeah. No, I'm going to stay put because I don't get to run my dick around town. It's Hannah's to stay. There's good days and there's bad days, but there's a lot of good days. Well, it's like, I win battles, Like we were talking about that yesterday. Like, dude, like if you end up like fucking getting to take a swing at a smoke show, like if you're a dude that's single, if you're a single guy, and you're like you're not an average guy, but you're a great guy. You're a great catch, but you are not Brad fucking Pitt. Mm-hmm. You're not 6'2", slim, slender, 6-pack fucking genuine guy making $250,000 a year, like every fucking girl's dream. If you are a bro, you're doing well for yourself, and you get to take a chance at a smoke show, bud, you have to throw down. You fucking have to dick this bitch down hard. And I mean fucking throw weight. Like you can't be like, oh man, I just came a little early. I just didn't perform to the best of my abilities with her. And no. If you have to fucking know that this is time for a show and win one for the boys, like you cannot let a hot broad fucking take advantage of you being a bro and her like, I got him and he was okay. No, you got to fucking make that bitch fucking squirt. You got to make sure that she remembered the fucking bro that just rocked her world. Dick her down so good she never forgets. That's important. You got to win those matches.
It's for all the other bros out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're fucking taking a swing at a 9.5, you cannot let her win. You fucking ruin that broad.
Yep.
You give her the best fucking dick ever. You have to.
You pull out all the secrets.
Every single one.
Yep.
And throw that bitch, get her, ruin her.
Yep.
Never forget. Because if you don't, and she wins, Just another notch on her belt.
Every time after that, though, if she wins, it's cool.
Yep.
It's the initial.
She came back for it.
Yeah.
Yep. Everything. Full dick that bitch. You have to. So it's important because women talk. They do. We talk.
Yep.
So like I know like there's certain things like, dude, that bitch fucking she was on a streak with me. I think I lost like 4 or 5 in a row where I was getting ruined and she knew she was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, we both won.
Yeah.
But like I'm like, man, dude, like I'm starting to like, hey, dude, you're kind of fucking me up. Like, and I had to have a conversation with myself about Seth. Like, you actually have to pleasure a woman. You can't just let her win every time and vacuum suck your cock and just like feel like your soul's being sucked out of you and then think you're going to throw it in there and be a rock star. That's not occurring. So you got to step your game up here, bud.
Mm-hmm.
You got to step it up. Yeah, you do well for yourself and you'll look great, but if you're not pleasuring your woman, ain't happening. So I've made it a point to make sure that she knows I do fucking run this house in every aspect of it. I'll fucking dick you down. I make good money. I work very hard. I'm a great dad. And you're going to tell stories to your friends about my cock. Yep. What? Everybody's in here shocked? No, you guys do the same thing. Look at Shane. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Not wrong.
No, you got to.
Mm-hmm.
That's we're talking about being the best you can be. Like, you can't just be no slouch just because you're doing well for yourself financially or because you're killing it at work or because you just biked 40 miles. That does not give you an excuse to fucking slouch it in the bedroom.
No.
Nope. No. And everybody, this is going to be a great fucking spot for a good friend of mine, Mr. Tomo, and his wonderful clinic, Aspire Rejuvenation.
Yeah.
If you want to be a rock star, everybody, you call them up. You get your blood work done. You get on the right track with all of your hormones and testosterone and everything, and then you tell them that you would like Mount Rushmores. And you save that for a special occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be the fucking rock star. Let me tell you. If you've been losing your battles in the bedroom and you feel like you are more than what you are, don't worry, you are. Call Aspire Rejuvenation and order your Mount Rushmores today.
When I first heard, when he first said Mount Rushmores, I'm like, what the fuck? What did you
call that?
Is that the brand name? Is that the fucking brand name? 'Cause I'm interested.
Who doesn't?
Take the win back.
Take the win back.
What a fucking slogan.
Dude,
I'm
full of them today.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. But no, I mean, legitimately, they're just, Aspire Rejuvenation is tremendous. Tomo, Dr. Clark, they, and even them, they went through their trials and tribulations with trying to find good people to work for them because it's hard finding good people to work for you. And they're like, dude, we are swamped and growing. And I'm like, it's great. And they're like, we got to get our customer service under control. Because typically with that, you have a 2-week wait time before you call them, make your appointment. You got a 2-week wait time. And he's like, dude, it's just hard to find good workers. I'm like, tell us about it, dude. Yeah. But tremendous people. Their team actually knows about people that have abused steroids and have just abused their body. Like, look what they've done for me. Look what they've done for you. Yep. Like all these things, all the people that work with them, Justine, like, dude, they got Justine like finally normalized.
Yeah.
She had so many coaches that were just fucking her shit up because she's a professional bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Her especially, she is just fucking her body up. They were able to get her on track. And there are so many men out there that have issues with testosterone, with stress, and all these different factors that just ruin your body. Poor eating habits, poor sleeping habits, stress, alcohol, like all these things just beating you in the face. You're 40 years old and fucking don't know why your body's changed and this and that. Yeah, you took steroids when you were young, so you know you're kind of fucked up and don't know what to do. These dudes are badasses.
Yeah. Well,
and
they're great to talk to. Like they're like the man's man. Like, so you're not intimidated to talk about the things that are fucked up, or like to tell them like you did something wrong for a very long time. How can we fix this? It's just so
it's great to have people like that.
It feels like you're talking to your older brother, like getting advice.
Yes.
And like, just tell me how the fuck to do it right.
Just don't make me
know.
feel like a piece of shit for the decisions I made in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't do that to me. Please do not make me feel bad about doing something that I know was wrong. And that's something that we as men and people need to get over and understand that just say that. It's okay. And if somebody does degrade you for those things, fuck them, dude. You can't hang out with those people.
Yeah.
Like you can't have those people in your life, no matter who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ask him about Mount Rushmores. I remember he's like, hey, try these. And I'm like, what are they? He's like, and he told me all about them. I'm like, holy fuck. You'll be a rock star for like 36 hours. Like a fucking rock star. Can't do it every day though. That's no. Special occasions.
Gotta save it.
Yeah. Because then can't do it every day. Yep. Otherwise you will literally walk around with a heart on all day. Every day.
That's stressful.
That alone. I absolutely love it. Great times. Everyone, thank you for everything. This has been, it feels good to be back.
It does.
I'm excited. We got a lot of cool shit planned. We will be debuting a lot of stuff here on the podcast. So for all people listening, for everybody watching, you're going to see a lot of cool shit that we're doing this year be presented here on the podcast first. Mm-hmm. So what? We got a new protein coming out here soon too. So
yeah,
that'll probably be
the gluten-free. The gluten-free greens is what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Gluten-free. No
maybe,
fuck with the belly.
Maybe a new flavor in there.
Maybe a new flavor.
Yeah, cucumber melon.
Mm.
Oh,
we're gonna say it.
Oh.
It's tomorrow. No, we have we got new protein flavor coming out next month, and then come March. Actually, we're gonna debut this motherfucker. We'll debut those motherfuckers here. What, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, we got a new homemade, new
homemade coming out too. One that's been took long enough to get in, Shane. But finally, a new homemade, the new homemade flavor that we've had in the works for a few months now, 6 months now.
Not my fault.
It's all Shane's fault. But then, 3 weeks we will have something on here that has taken all of us a very long time to do, and it's going to be very exciting. I think it's going to be. I haven't been this excited about something that we've done in a long time. Like I mean, it took everybody to do it. And it is something that we all love.
Yeah.
Great times.
Yes.
Great times. But everybody, thank you for all of your support and continue to do good things in your life. Do not be afraid to push yourself. Don't be afraid to go after things in life. Don't be afraid to do things in life that's going to garner criticism. It's okay. If people hate you for you working hard and going after something in life, fuck them. So, everybody, keep being good motherfuckers. Slap the old lady on the ass. Let her know you love her. Do a good job. Bye-bye.